Welcome back to Macro Reckoning. We need to talk about a word that is rapidly disappearing from the modern vocabulary: ownership. If you bought a hammer 40 years ago, you own that hammer. It didn't require a firmware update, it didn't ask for a monthly subscription to keep the grip premium, and most importantly, the manufacturer couldn't walk into your garage and take it back because they decided to change their term of service. But in the digital age, we've entered a new era of feudalism. We are no longer owners, we are permanent tenants of our own lives. Today, we're auditing the subscriptionization of everything and the companies that are breaking their promises to make it happen. Let's start with a name many of you know: TeamViewer. For years, TeamViewer built its reputation on simple, honest value proposition. They sold lifetime licenses. People and small businesses paid a significant upfront cost, sometimes thousands of dollars, with the explicit understanding that they were buying a tool they could use indefinitely. It was a contract, a handshake in digital form. But then the wind changed. The SaaS, or Software as a Service, gold rush hit, and TeamViewer decided that your lifetime didn't actually mean your lifetime. It meant the lifetime of the version they felt like supporting. They began retiring old versions. Suddenly, those lifetime licenses were being squeezed. Users were met with pop ups claiming their version was unsupported or insecure, effectively forcing them into a monthly subscription model. This isn't just a technical update, it's a breach of trust. It's the digital equivalent of a car dealership coming to your house 5 years later, taking your keys, and saying, "Sorry, we don't support the 2020 ignition system anymore, but for $40 a month, we'll let you drive it again." This isn't just happening in software. The digital feudal lords are coming for your physical objects too. Take Logitech and their recent flirtation with the idea of the Forever Mouse, a piece of hardware that requires a subscription to keep working. Or BMW, who famously tried to charge a monthly fee just to turn on the heated seats that were already installed in the car you bought. Think about the absurdity of that. The heating coils are there, you paid for the leather, the engine, and the wiring, but the right to use that wire is locked behind a paywall. We are seeing the rise of hardware as a hostage. When you buy a smart device today, whether it's a Peloton bike, a Nest camera, or a Philips Hue bulb, you aren't buying a product. You're buying a permission slip, and that permission can be revoked at any time. If the company goes bankrupt, your device is a brick. If they get acquired, your features move behind a pro tier. We've traded the security of ownership for the convenience of connectivity, and the bill is finally coming due. Why is this happening? It's simple: predictable revenue. Wall Street doesn't like it when a company sells you a product once and never sees you again. They want annual recurring revenue. They want your bank account linked to their server forever. In a traditional economy, the power is with the buyer. You buy, you own, you exit the transaction. In digital feudalism, the power never leaves the lord, the corporation. They control the land, the platform, and you are just the peasant farming the data and dollars to stay on it. This shift destroys the secondary market. You can't sell a subscription at a yard sale. You can't pass a lifetime license down onto your kids if the company deletes the login. We are losing the ability to build intergenerational wealth through our possessions because the possessions are evaporating into the cloud the moment we stop paying. So, what do? First, we have to stop accepting convenience as a justification for extortion. Support the right to repair movement. Buy dumb appliances that don't need Wi Fi connection to toast bread. Seek out open source alternative like Rustdesk instead of TeamViewer, or Linux instead of OS environments that treat you like a guest. We have to vote with our wallets. When a company like TeamViewer or Logitech tries to renegotiate a contract after you've already paid, you have to walk away. If we keep paying, they will keep taking. Ownership is freedom. It's the freedom to use your tools how you want, when you want, without asking for permission. Don't let them turn you into a permanent tenant of your own life. Audit the systems you use. Question the updates. And remember, if you have to keep paying for it, you never really bought it. Thanks for watching this episode of Macro Reckoning. Hit the subscribe button, the one that's still free for now, and we'll see you in the next one.